Today we're going to be talking about the DMB Pro Plus movie poster software. This will be an overview and a part 1. Additional parts will follow, detailing the capabilities and the features in detail. So let's start with what you get when you first plug in the new DMB Pro Plus movie kit into your TV, or when you turn on your DMB Pro Plus movie poster board. Once you connect it via Wi-Fi or Ethernet and power up your media player, you're going to be greeted with this welcome screen. This screen gives you some information about whether you're connected to the Ethernet, to your Wi-Fi, or whether you're not. So if you notice here on the bottom of the screen, it says that we are connected via Ethernet. And this is the URL that you will be typing into your browser to access your software. This URL will be different for everyone. It is a randomly generated set of characters that you will be able to adjust once you are in the app. This homepage, or this welcome screen is what it is actually, will give you the time, the date. It will also give you some information. Now, all of this is customizable if you want, and we'll show you that in a second. Also, notice here on the top of the screen, you have a very small little section that has some information about your movie board. This is also defeatable, but it is turned on by default so that you can see the name of your board and the IP address. All right, so you take that URL that is shown to you at the bottom, type it into your web browser, and you are greeted with your app. This is the app. So you'll notice here that on the left side, we have a pane. And in this pane are separate views, separate storage section, a services section, a settings section, and then we have a shortcut to our site along with license and credit information. Now we're going to start at the home, and this is by default the first screen that comes up. So you'll notice here on the screen that you have two panes. You've got this left pane and this right pane. The left pane gives you the name of your board with the amount of time that it has been up and running, along with the current software. If you want to make changes to the name, you can hit this little pencil and it takes you to the general settings, which is also a shortcut to here. And you notice here that it also gets highlighted. And here we can give the board a name that will be different from this. So for instance, if we give this a name as in lobby, the name will end up being dmbp-lobby.local. Once you give it the name and save the changes, you are going to have to reboot the media player and re-enter the new name that you've given it into your browser to access the app, dmbp-lobby.local, for instance. So keep that in mind. If you make a change here and you save it, this is going to stop working because you are still going to be connected to the original DMBP-7333, for instance. You can also adjust your time for your time zone, but it is going to try and adjust it by itself on startup. The status bar is this bar. So you can enable it or disable it. By default, it is on. You can also choose to have it show the current view, the network name, and the URL, or any combination. Below that, we have the dashboard settings, which is if we want to show a current poster in the background, which is this section here. So you notice in the background, we have a poster. Now, I'm going to be jumping around a little bit because of the way the features work with each other. So this poster dashboard background, if we open up the board preview, we're going to be able to see what is on the screen. So you notice that we are mimicking what is on the screen right here, right? And that poster that is on the screen is going to be shown over here. If you are in poster view and you're showing posters, posters will be shown in the background, and so on. You can choose to have it on and off. This remote access is used when our developer needs to remote into your system to make changes, upgrades, or for technical support. You will just simply enable it. A set of numbers will pop up. You will give our developer those numbers and he will be able to remote into your board and make any changes. On this side, we do have how much space you are currently using in your DMB. Now, in this particular situation, I have a 128 gig SD card and I've got nothing installed on it. This is exactly the way you would receive it, except your options would be at this time 512 gigs, which would be the basic storage option for the DMB, or 1 terabyte, which would be the upgraded option for the DMB. In the future, there may be higher storage options. They will show up here, and they will show you how much space is being used by each of the folders that you create and fill with content. You can also choose to select that particular folder here and make adjustments, delete, or so forth. So let's go back up to the home, and that's where we edit. Now, if we come over here to the network section, this just tells us that we are connected via Ethernet. This is our current URL that we use to access our app, and this is the IP address. Now, the IP address will also change and vary depending from user to user. And that is under the home. Let's move over to the views. The views is what we choose to show on our screen. And currently we have 4 views. There are multiple sub-views within them. We're not going to go into detail, but I am going to show you those sub-views. Now that you'll notice there is one view missing here, and that's going to be the Sedition Art plugin that we will make available in a couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for that. And depending on whether or not, or what time and what day you are watching this video, the Sedition plugin may already be available. So let's go into the views. Let's select the welcome view. In the welcome view, this view allows us to make adjustments to the home page when it starts up. Typically, you can leave it by default. It's got all the information there you would need, but you could customize it any way you want. You can choose to have a different background than the one that is currently shown. You can choose to add banners, upper and lower banners if you want. You can choose the amount of time before it automatically changes to another background image. You can also choose to have it say whatever you want. You can choose the duration that the background changes and even the quote that is shown. You can have it change every hour, not even show up at all, daily, or every 15 minutes. It's highly customizable. You can also choose to have it show the current day and time and the network information. And like I said, by default, what is selected here is typically what you're going to leave it at, but feel free to make any changes. Let's go into the poster view. The poster view is where you make adjustments to the poster folders that you have created for playback. Now, we're going to make a quick jump to another section, to the poster vault. And also, we're going to be jumping into the media manager here. And all of these work together. So right now, there are no folders. We don't have any folders at all. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually upload a couple posters and show you how that works. So for instance, we have a new poster vault service. This poster vault is where one would come in and search for movie posters. Now this is very different from the previous TM poster database that we were using. This is much more easier and it does not require any keys. So if you want to search for posters and begin populating posters in a folder, we start here. So let's go to Poster Vault. And what you see here is you see a search bar but you also see trending movies and trending TV shows. These are movies that are currently trending, and they will be changing randomly every day. So now if we wanted to see what Nobody's about, we can select it. And you notice here on the right side, we get a quick little synopsis. We get the poster, the name, the rating. It's an action thriller. We get that it's a new release. It was released on this day. It's an hour and 30 minutes. It's got a 4-star rating. There's a quick summary. There is a trailer, directors, actors, the production companies. It is a wealth of information, and you can access that simply by selecting on any movie, right? You've got the poster and so on. Now, if you want to download that movie, so let's go here to Nobody 2. This little download section, let's click the arrow and we can choose to download the poster with the trailer or just a poster only. Let's download the poster with the trailer. We select that and we get a little cue down here saying it's getting ready to download. And we can do the same thing for Fantastic Four. Let's continue on to Superman. And let's do Tron. Right? So those are 4 that are queued to download. Now those download pretty quick, and they're going to download a little bit more than just a poster and a trailer, and I will show you that in a second through the poster view. Now, if we go back to the poster view, you're going to notice that when you select the playback folder, we have a new folder that was automatically created, and that is the Poster Vault folders, Poster Vault services. These 4 movies that we selected to download, 4 items, have been downloaded in a Poster Vault folder that was automatically created. So let's select this one to play back. Selected, hit the select button, and there it is, right? We've selected it. Now we have different styles or subviews that I'm going to show you. So we're going to set that this page is active. Currently, the active page, you notice, is going to be the home. So whenever we want to choose a view, we can customize it, and then we set it for active. And in this case, we've customized it with having the poster change every 15 seconds, although it's going to work a little bit different because this one plays trailers as well. We can show them in random. We can wait for the videos to finish. If it is unchecked, it will only go for the duration that you set here. Okay. You can also choose to have music play in the background. So for instance, we've selected Movie Poster Vault. We're going to set it to active. Notice on the screen here, we now have a basic style, which is just a basic poster. Now, if we select this style view, the summary, we have a very cool view that has a scrolling summary of the movie on the bottom wrapped around with a marquee that also gives you the rating, the year, and the movie length. So this is a very cool view. Probably the prettiest and most awesome view is our live view. So if we select the live view, we get the poster, the movie trailer, directors, actors, summary, and all the other relevant information here on the bottom. So this is a very, very cool view to have that's very unique and very different. And then if we choose the list view, what list does is it just lists those 4 movies that we currently downloaded. But if it was more movies, if we had 50 movies downloaded, it would show them in this scrolling view here. Just pretty neat. And we can choose to change the speed. By default, it's set to medium. I like it slow, a little bit slower so you can see what is showing on there. So this is a very cool view. And so for the Poster Vault views, because they download with all of the information, we get it to choose which one of these sub views we wanted to play it back in. Live view, summary view, and basic classic view, right? All right, now with that said, we're going to upload some movie posters. Let's just say you've already got a collection of movie posters in your computer and you want to upload those. Well, what we can do is we come back down here to this media storage, which is your media manager, by the way. and we select it. And you notice here that that folder for the Poster Vault posters that we downloaded, it's automatically created. Well, we're going to create a new folder, and we're going to name it Movie Posters. Okay. You'll notice here that it's created with 0 items. We select it, and we can come up here to upload, and we are going to search our computer for our folder that has movie posters. So we're going to open up our browser here. We're going to go to the desktop. I've got my folders here, movie posters. We've got a ton of folders, posters here. We're going to go ahead and just highlight all of them. Okay. And we're going to upload them. And you notice here, they upload extremely fast, right? They're done. Now, we don't really want to stop here because this is just a posters. We want to customize this folder. So up here in the folder settings section, we selected, we can choose to scan each poster with the Poster Vault to automatically download the trailer, the information, the name, all of that good stuff that you saw in the previous Poster Vault folders that we downloaded. It can also automatically apply and download all of that information to any poster that you might have in your library, so long as the name of the movie is correct. You notice here it says Captain Marvel Image 1, Image 2. These will not be automatically downloaded because these are not the correct names. So you would have to go in here and manually edit the names. You could also, instead of having the Poster Vault scan do the work for you, you could manually add the information like the name, the runtime, the directors, the summary, the trailer for each poster if you want. So you can do it automatically or you can do it manually. Now, if you wanted to do this manually, you see these 3 little buttons here, we would select it and we would come here to edit. You could also delete this one poster if you want by hitting the delete button. But if we choose to edit, we're greeted with this edit screen, and this is the powerful media editor. So this tells us the poster that we are adjusting. We can come here and we can give this a new name. So we're going to get rid of the Image 1. We can give it a summary if we want. We can also enter, if we wanted to connect it to the Poster Vault, we can enter that information here. If we hit Movie Details, here we can enter the movie name, the directors, actors, ratings, runtime, release dates, and the stars. If we hit Related Media, here we can upload the trailer or a different poster. And this is the background poster, not this poster, but the background. Okay, so here we would upload a trailer, give it a summary, save the changes, and now we manually added all of that information to this poster to give us that cool live view. Okay, but you can choose to have it done automatically with the Poster Vault so long as all of the names are proper for each movie. And then here you could choose to have it shown in a list of columns like this, or you can add other sections to that column. You could also delete the entire folder if you want, or you can download them all and back them up. You could also search for a particular movie using the search button here. So we're going to come back up here to the folder settings and we're going to set banners. We're going to apply banners to this folder only. So remember, every folder that you create, you want to customize with its own banner, and it will automatically remember those banners and display them when you select that folder for playback. So let's go to Banners. And here we can choose between the top banner, bottom banner, or the summary banner. So if we were to choose the top banner, we select the top one, and it shows us that there are no banners selected, right? We don't even have any banners uploaded. So now what we want to do is we want to come back up here to the banner section and select that. And here you see there are no banners. So we are going to upload some banners. We hit the upload button. We navigate to the area on our computer where we have banners already downloaded. And here I have them in the video banners. And I've got some video banners upper, lower, and then some of the older GIF banners as well. So these are 4K video banners, and these are the older GIF banners. So our DMB Pro Plus is backwards compatible to all of the previous banners that you used before. but it will also play the new 4K banners. So let's upload them all. Let's select them, open them. You'll notice that they have uploaded very quickly. And here in the banner section, we can see which banners we uploaded, right? Now we can do a little preview and play that banner to see what it looks like, right? If the banner has audio, which some of our banners do, you will also hear it, and you can adjust the volume here. You also be aware of the names and the styles. So these smaller banners, for instance, are the bottom banners. Here's another bottom banner up here, okay? And then the larger banners, like this one, this is a top banner. It's taller, right? Now you could also edit these in your folder and give them any name you want. Label it top banner or bottom banner so you know which is which, right? So now that we've got our banners uploaded, let's go back to our media manager in the media storage section. Let's go into the movie poster folder that we uploaded, and we're going to add some banners to it. So we're going to attach, by hitting the set banners, we're going to pick a top banner. Let's do this Kaleidoscape one. We're going to select that. Then we're going to select the bottom banner. And let's come down and select this one. Now that we've selected a top banner and a bottom banner, we're going to save the changes. Changes have been saved, and we've now applied a banner, top and bottom, to this particular folder. So now if we jump back to the poster view, and we come in here to the playback folder, we will see the new folder that we just created, movie posters. There are 38 posters in there. If we select this for playback, you'll notice on the screen that the posters begin playing, and those top and bottom video banners are now attached to it. These are 4K video banners. They are not GIFs, and they are not static images. So they really have color that pops and really shows very nice on the screen. These are full 4K with up to 60 frames per second. Very colorful. And we have a ton of them on the website that you can download and apply and use in your folders. Now, we don't have in this particular folder the summary view, the live view, or the list view because we never downloaded the information. So you can, if you don't download the information from the poster vault, you play it back in full poster view. Okay. Now you can also select any background music to attach to this particular folder so that you will have some sound playing in the background. And you do that here in the music view, and we'll get to that in a second. So we can choose to have the poster rotate 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and so on. By default, it's 15 seconds, and then in random order or wait for videos to finish. So pretty easy how we uploaded banners and posters. It's fast, it's efficient, it's quick, and the results are pretty nice. Now let's do a few more things. Let's jump back into the media storage in the media manager. Let's create another folder. Let's call this one Motion Posters. Okay. So here in the motion posters, we're going to upload a few motion posters and play those back. The same way as we did for the regular posters, we're going to open it up. We're going to hit the upload button. We're going to navigate to where we have our motion posters, and we're going to select them and upload them. And here you see 4 were uploaded extremely fast. Now we can also add some banners to this. So let's go into the folder settings. There are motion posters, so they're not going to be able to be scanned, but we're going to go ahead and select the banner. We're going to hit top banner, and we're going to come down to the old GIF, select the top one. Same thing for the bottom. Come back down, select the bottom, and then we're going to save changes. So we've got 4 motion posters along with banners. Let's come back up to the poster view. Let's select the motion poster folder that we just created. And you'll notice the motion posters are playing with its particular set of banners. So now that we've got 3 folders that we created, motion posters, movie posters, and poster vault folders, It's just a matter of selecting one and it immediately starts to play. And you notice that the banners change to go with the folder that you customized. And we can do the same thing with the poster vault. Select that and it starts to play. Choose a summary or choose the live. And the trailers, by the way, do have audio. So let's go back to basic, back to regular movie posters, and select that. So that was a quick rundown of how to add posters, how to add banners, and how to manage and edit those particular posters. Very easy. So here in the DMB TV view, this is going to be really important for us moving forward because it's such a cool feature. This will allow you to play back all kinds of content that's vertical, 4K, nature related, or videos that are sent in from users, DMB users from all over the world. So you'll be able to see landscapes that you can easily play back for those times that you're not using the movie board to watch movies or to display movie posters, but you might want to have a different set of ambience. So we also have this cool YouTube downloader here as well. Well, it's not actually a downloader, but it is a streamer and it streams in full 4K. So for instance, if we want to search YouTube, we're going to go to our YouTube channel, open it up, and let's search for a, I'm going to go with this particular video, the Panasonic robot vertical video. All right, so this is it right here. So what we want to do is once we find our particular video, let's go ahead and start playing it. And what we want to do is we want to copy the URL. Let's just copy it and let's just kind of close that one out. And then here in this playback URL, we're going to paste it. And when we paste it and hit play, we can now play back the that particular stream. We can attach a banner to the top and we can attach a banner to the bottom if we'd like. Okay. So we're going to be able to really explore some cool streaming content that will be in 4K that will allow you to use your DMB in areas that are different and away from regular movie and regular movie posters. All right, now let's scoot over to the music view. The music view here is you'll be able to add, you'll be able to create music folders, add music folders, and then apply those music the music to your folders. You can also use this as a music player, which we're also experimenting on moving forward. We are going to be expanding the DMB ecosystem to also communicate with other DMB products as a whole house music playback system, along with the movie poster and any type of poster image playback system. But here in the music view is how you would upload music, create groups, and then apply those groups back here in the poster view. We can apply here once we've created a group. We would select a group and it would attach to that particular poster. Okay. We already went through the banners. We went through the media manager. This music library is where we upload music and create those music groups. So if we wanted to upload music for background music for movies, let's just say a movie theme, we can upload that particular MP3 file. Let's just say the Avengers movie theme. Create a group, call it Avengers Music. And then when we are in poster view, we would be able to select Avengers Music Group here, and it would automatically play as those movie posters are playing. So it's a cool way to create really good ambience that's not just a static poster or a silent screen. We can show posters and we can have the cool display views and we can have the cool banners, and we can also have cool music playing in the background. The services section here. So this section is going to be in another video. Basically, we already went through the poster vault section, but the media server section is where we currently have our Plex, our Arvolution, and our Kaleidoscape importers. So again, we are going to be going over this in a different video, but we have quite a few of features. So for instance, we can add any kind of kaleidoscope, whether it's a Strato V or whether it's a Strato C that has several servers. It'll import all of them. We just have to register them, add the IP, and then we can choose the now playing detection and add our own banners to it, even our unique view styles to automatically play back when you are playing back a kaleidoscope movie. But like I said, we will go into detail on these later. Let's come back down here to the settings. In the general settings, we already went through this in the very beginning. This is where we can customize the home page up here in the welcome view. Okay, and we do that here in the general settings tab. Now you notice that since we added a few posters, we now have those folders appearing here in their individual colors, and it tells us here how much space we are currently using of the total amount. So we are only using 0.14% so far of the total 128 gigs that we have in this storage. And then here we can select those folders and make changes to those folders if we need to. Network and Wi-Fi settings. Here, this is where we can see our current Ethernet connection, our current board name, current IP address, or we can attach it to our Wi-Fi. And here we see that it has scanned our areas here at the shop and picked up a whole bunch of them that we can connect to. We are not on Wi-Fi though. Now if we come down here to display, this is where you choose what resolution you currently are set at. Now in this particular video, I have it set to a 1080p screen that I'm using here to monitor, but you will generally be using it in 4K full time. The orientation of the screen will just flip the screen upside down or the other way. And what this does is it allows for different types of mounting installations for your TV. Every TV has a fatter left or a right edge when it's in vertical mode. That fatter edge is typically where the feet go and the speakers are. So if you have an installation where you want that fatter edge to be pointed away from you, you can flip the image here to match whether your TV is upside down or right side up. We go to the event log. This event log just tells you what is happening. So we downloaded 4 posters, and it told us that 22 minutes ago, 4 posters from the poster vault were downloaded successfully. They are all green. If you get any errors, those errors will be in red, and it will tell you what they are. The system setting update here, this is where we go to update the board when there are updates available. Currently, we are at version 1.0.2, and there are no updates available. If there were, it would tell us that there is an update available. We would select the button, it will automatically update, and within 2 or 3 minutes, you restart and you'll be at the current update at that time. Power restart. This is where we want to restart the board or shut it down altogether. You will not have a developer panel. This is just for us here at the office. The license and credits. Well, this gives us our license agreement. Every one of these goes out with a license agreement, but it also has credits for the people who helped us test the system out. And they're going to be listed right here. This list of names will continue to grow because we are always bringing on board testers to help us squash any bugs and test features out. And then lastly, this digital movie boards is just a shortcut to our website. And then down here, version 1.0.2 is just a current version that we're on that you can quickly see on the left side pane. So that is a quick overview of the DMB Pro Plus with some of the features. Oh, actually, let me back up. There's a few more features I want to talk about here. So let's go back into the poster view. It doesn't really matter which view you're in, but we are selected watching posters play back. The board preview. If we select the board preview, we get this cool little slide out here that tells us which poster is on. Now, the poster that it shows us here is not going to be the same poster that's actually on your screen. It's just a poster that is pulled from the current folder, but the banners are going to be the correct banners. So this is a good way to preview what your board looks like if you want these banners on here without having to get up from your office, walk across the house, and then look at the physical board, then walk back to the office at the other side of the house and then make the adjustments. You can make those previews right here. This also just tells us which particular view that we're on. And then we can just go ahead and hide it if we want. This is obviously a refresh. And if there's ever any lockup or any weird things that are showing up here on the software, you can just refresh it. It also happens with the board as well. And then this is for the, not just for the music. You know, you can pause the music and go to the next song, but you can also do this for the posters. Right, so you notice that when I select it, it will automatically advance to the next poster and advance to the next one, and so on. Okay, we can also pause it on a poster, or we can back up. And then up here at the top, we do have the name of what this software. This is the Pro Plus, and then if we want to hide this pane altogether, we can close it right there, and that just kind of minimizes it there. And then of course, if we select it, it opens it back up. So I think that for this overview, we are already done. This is a very cool piece of software. It's very complex and very ambitious in what we are doing and what we plan to do with it. So as usual, we do ask all of our DMB users to give us feedback that will help us track down and squash any bugs, as well as we do take your feedback for features and suggestions very highly. So give us that information and we'll just keep making this the best damn movie poster software that's out there. Stay tuned for further videos detailing the media servers, the plugins, and more features in depth. This is JD with Digital Movie Boards. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.